A new escalation of tensions has just emerged on the international stage and could directly impact the global economy. The President of the United States, Donald Trump, announced a naval blockade against Iran and issued a direct warning. Any Iranian military vessel approaching the zone will be immediately eliminated. The decision came right after the collapse of negotiations between the two countries, increasing the risk of a direct confrontation. In response, the Iranian government described the move as revenge against the global economy, warning that the consequences could go far beyond the regional conflict. The blockade went into effect on Monday morning and covers the entire Iranian coastline, including strategic ports and energy infrastructure. The measure was confirmed by international maritime authorities linked to the United Kingdom, who stated that the restrictions apply to any vessel interacting with Iran, without exception. Despite a recent ceasefire between the two countries, the U.S. decision threatens to completely break the agreement and reignite the conflict. In addition, traffic through the Strait of Hormuz, one of the world's most important routes for oil transportation, remains limited, further increasing global concern. In an even more aggressive tone, Trump claimed that much of Iran's navy had already been destroyed, stating that hundreds of vessels were completely obliterated. According to him, only a small number of fast attack boats were not targeted, as they were not considered a significant threat. Even so, the warning was clear. Any approach to the blockade area will be met with full force. On the Iranian side, officials responded with strong criticism, calling the action illegal and comparing the U.S. strategy to a move that could ultimately harm the global economic system itself. Experts and Iranian leaders also highlighted the economic impact of the measure. Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf warned that the blockade could lead to a significant increase in fuel prices, including in the United States. Currently, the average price of gasoline already exceeds $4 per gallon, and the trend could rise further if the crisis intensifies. Iran also stated that it will defend its territorial waters, labeling the blockade an act of piracy, while Iranian military forces indicated they could introduce new strategies if the conflict escalates. Despite the tense situation, there are still signs of a possible return to dialogue. Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, who mediated the negotiations, said he will continue working toward a diplomatic solution. Trump himself also indicated that he has received contact from officials interested in resuming talks, suggesting that a deal is not entirely off the table. However, with rising tensions, attacks in nearby regions, and strategic disputes such as control of the Strait of Hormuz, the world is closely watching every move as the risk of a larger conflict continues to grow.